Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Clay Holmes. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
All right, ready to get underway. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. Late swing, foul to the left. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. He saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
It's Aaron Judge now. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Wells gets his lead at first with nobody out. Strike two. And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond to first.
On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. And Bellinger is out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fought off foul. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Righty delivers. Got him swinging.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. And starting this one, Garrett Cole. What do you look for here?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Dominguez going back, drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And now it's Juan Soto. Fastball for a strike. High fly ball out to center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Squeezes it, and there's one down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Pete Alonso. This guy with light tower power. First pitch misses. Lindor, the runner at second with one away. Check on the runner. Lindor back in there. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Brandon Nimmo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Hard liner. And no one can get there. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Two on, one out. That one outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. It's going to fall for a hit, and the Mets score first. It's 1-0.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it. Hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time there.
And now it's Mark Vientos. That to right. And that's a fair ball. 1 runs in. Judge hustles it back in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there. Let the travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Jesse Winker. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there's 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Late swing fouled off. Corners are occupied with 2 down. This one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here at Citi Field. Second inning set to go. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Holmes back to work. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And there's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Right through there for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Chisholm gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the air, center field. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting 7th, left fielder Jason Dominguez.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
To third might be 2. The throw to second. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Jeff McNeil stands in. Here comes a pitch. Just missed. In the air, left field. Dominguez should have this one. Puts it away for the out. And now it's Jose Siri. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases. It's 3-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So the batting order turns over. Francisco Lindor now at the plate. He hit a leadoff double in the bottom of the first. That's ripped. Base hit. Here's Juan Soto. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. That one inside. Ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable because he has the ability to get the barrel to the...
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. He made him pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 5-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working, powers that fastball out of
Here
here.
comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Yoendrys Gomez into the game.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Did not go. Still only one out here in the inning. Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. One down, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. And now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Well struck left field. Ranging back. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
2 down, base is empty. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. RBI single his last time up. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that's downstairs. Now 2-2. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He'll touch them all. Their third home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 6-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. On the ground, but it kicks foul. The 0-1. This one's smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 7-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And next for the Mets, Jesse Winker. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. And it's fouled away. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. But he's in there easily.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. A good swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He circles the bases. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. And they add a couple more. It's 9-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Ian Hamilton.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 outs. Ripped on a line to center. And that is that. The final damage. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down. Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Oswaldo Cabrera, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one pushed foul. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. 1 out, bases empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. First pitch swinging.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Judge stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. Wells, the lead runner, out at second. Judge on at first with 2 down. There's a swing and a drive. Siri really on his horse for it. Lays out and makes the play.
A bit of a do or die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
0-2.
On top of
One
that,
ball,
they haven't left
2
many
strikes.
guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
That misses,
2 balls,
and it's
2 strikes.
2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Close one, doesn't get the call. Full count now.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Back to the top of the order, and now it's Frankie Lindor. Runner takes off. In the air out to center. Bellinger makes the grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Juan Soto now. He's already homered in this game. Hamilton checks the runner,
No, he's
and he
safe.
dives back in safely. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to Goldie. They get the out on Soto.
Now batting, first baseman,
Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The Polar Bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
Runner at second, 2 down. That missed
1
by a
ball,
lot.
2
Now
strikes.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. Start of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. In for a strike. 0-1. Went with the
Outside,
sweeper,
that's a
but it
ball.
misses. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying, and that's going to bang against the wall. The relay to second, and that's a leadoff double.
up next for the Yankees, second
Jazz
baseman,
Chisholm
Jazz
Jr.
Chisholm
stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that one fouled off. Man at second. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Right through there for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 outs. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
0-2 is the count.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Goldie on third with 2 out. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Siri in position. Nabs it, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Yankees, and they're down 9. Back here in Queens, ready to go, bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's gonna find some holes.
Vientos at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Nobody out, runner at first. Strike 2.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, there's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Now at the plate, Jesse Winker. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Dominguez puts it away. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. 1 hit. Holmes back to work. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. That's back. It has the distance, gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 9-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now Oswaldo Cabrera on the ground to third. Tosses across to first. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. That's in there. Strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Yankees with only 1 out remaining.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here comes Aaron Judge. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Judge rips that one. And gone. A laser to left. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 9-2.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Bellinger up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Finds its way through, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Paul Goldschmidt now 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bellinger off of first with 2 away. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take this one in a blowout.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.